on. Okay, sorry. Ooh. Sorry, I was just trying to get prepared for today's episode of DJ and the Beard. We're going to stretch way outside of our comfort zone because anything that involves headphones is not good. So we're going to do an unboxing and a quick look. And the Beard is going to tell you what we're going to be looking at and why we have cans.
Yes, so we have the Behringer TM-300 tube amp modeler. And you bought this when you bought the Ibanez kind of clone.
Vintage Tube Overdrive TO-800.
Right. Which was a killer pedal. Like, we were totally surprised by that pedal.
Yep.
This was after the JHS video. So why am I talking about when Pat picked this up? Because it has been that long, and we have not done anything with it.
Because we're like, what do we do with it?
Yes, what do we do with the tube amp modeler? Because you're looking at two people that could care less about tube amp modelers. And at the $25 range, we could care less about tube amp modelers. At the $400 range, at the $1,000 range,
It's still...
we're not really... Yes.
Because we don't play on quiet stages. We just don't. People do it. It works for them. It's just not what we want. We're in a position where we don't have to.
Right.
Because as long as I'm in charge, we don't have to.
But there could be some use for this.
Yeah.
So one use would be, I mean, it's a $25 backup if we did roll in and the amps weren't working. I think we probably have other amps that we could. But if all the backup plans failed,
That's almost as bad as the zombie apocalypse. If all the amps are dead,
we could go with this. The reason, and this is interesting, so there's a reason behind us pulling this out. And the reason for that is my wife had surgery this week, and she's recuperating from that. And the last thing she really needs is us being loud. So when we were kind of thinking about, like, what can we do? I reluctantly said, should we pull out the TM-300 tube amp modeler?
instead of the Fender Hot Rod Deluxe on 4.
Right, which rattles the walls.
So we got that. We unboxed it. No secret. But, I was like, oh, great.
Oh, yeah, so I was supposed to...
You missed the script, yeah.
Yes.
It's okay. So there's the box, and then, we usually take these instructions, and, the interesting thing is there are 3 versions of the instructions, and I'm not going to guess which is Japanese and which is Korean. This one's in English, and guess what? We still do that with them.
Yeah.
So, there was our and scene.
So what we've done, and maybe we're approaching this a little bit backwards, but what we've done is put the tube amp modeler here, threw a couple pedals above it. It's hard to get them all in frame, but you can see at the top there's a Barber Electronics Drive, the Foxgear Echoes pedal that we just did a episode on. If you haven't seen that, go check that out. That's some cool stuff. The Tri-Reverb from Biyang, which has been on the Reverb episode that we did. Kind of inexpensive reverbs.
You meant to say Biyang! Okay.
And then the Ditto Looper, because that will...
Thank you, Tor.
Yes, that will help us with...
Part of the demonstration.
Part of the demonstration.
Part of the demonstration will be like live, part of it being Memorex.
Right. So right now, what we have, you have a volume, bass, treble, level, low, high, drive. And then you have a mic placement, so you have a close, you have like a traditional, close, center, and then off access. Yeah. And then you have clean, high gain, and oh my gosh.
You ever read it to you in Japanese?
Yeah.
I threw the English ones on the floor.
And then, so basically you have 3 levels of gain. And then you have your tweed amp, your English amp, I think they have it labeled, and your...
Did they say California?
California.
Yeah.
So like your Mesa Boogie.
Yeah. So like your Fender, your Marshall, your Mesa.
Yeah, we're not allowed to. They're not allowed to say that. So I forgot to oil. We need to oil that.
We just need new ones.
We do.
We're gonna start a GoFundMe for new stools. He hates GoFundMe. We're not. We're just gonna sell T-shirts. Buy those. Buy our T-shirts.
Yeah. Nice pitch. So to start off here, I was kind of like, okay, so if I really did want to play this, or we had to record something tonight, could I get a sound that would be kind of usable?
Yeah.
If an amp died on Sunday morning and I had to do this direct into house. And a lot of guys are doing that. A lot of guys build these beautiful pedal boards and they throw like this pedal, or they throw the Joyo American Sound, or like the Tech 21. So they throw one of these in and then go direct in the house. And it works for them. So if I had to do that, could I get out of this $25 pedal? And I get it. For whoever is going to get in the comments and say, you guys have a $25 pedal, no wonder you don't like it, you need to buy a Helix. I get it. It's not a Helix. It's not... I mean, we understand that it's a $25 pedal. So could I get a clean sound? And then what's it sound like if we stack a few pedals on it? So the idea here is, all right, let's turn on the looper here, a loop that was made, I don't know when we did the video on the fretless guitar.
Maybe, yeah.
That's when I put that loop in there because we don't use it very often, just to kind of see if we could play the fretless guitar.
The answer to that question was no.
Yeah. And then we'll put it up in the cards. You can check it out. And then I lost my train of thought, but yeah, okay. So we have the looper for that, and then go through and pop on a couple pedals.
Yeah.
And then when we're done with that, we'll lay down another loop, and Pat's going to twist some knobs to show you the difference in the amp models, the mic placements, the gain stages, and what the knobs do.
And we want to do that with two different loops, because when you start adding that gain to dial it up and tame it, it'll do the same to the looper, and then it gets really muddy.
Right.
Not that we've already tried it out.
Yeah, well, because we have no idea what we're doing here. So, I'm going to throw...
Yep, he's doing that.
DJ.
Wiki.
Throw some cans on. And... Interesting, though, because we always have to, in like post, when we edit these videos, go in and cut out the the room mics, whenever we're playing. We shouldn't have to do that. So that might be another reason to use that $25.
That's true. Says the editor.
So this is going directly out of this into a Focusrite interface into the computer. So if we have the pedal off and we turn the loop on, you're hearing...
I'm going to do a little Christmas shopping. I can't hear it.
Yeah, right now they're hearing Ditto Looper straight in. Turn on 2-bit module. Clean guitar.
That's tweed off axis.
Echoes. Overdrive. Yeah, so
It sounded great.
Oh,
never better.
The playing was incredible.
It was amazing.
That was the best playing I probably...
Clean. Very clean.
Yes. Best playing you've heard me do.
Merry Christmas to me. Yes.
So... why don't I play? Cleared out the loop.
Mm-hmm.
So we're thinking a single note kind of thing.
Like a hook.
Right, that I'll just play. We'll put that in the looper, and then Pat can change buttons. It's not real loud in here because I think we turned the... Okay. But, I mean, it's enough to maybe kind of hear what's going on. As long as I stop moving on this chair.
Now, you're driving the looper? Or am I? You got it ready to do.
I'm going to turn this off.
Okay.
I'll just start playing. You click. You click once. Click again to turn it off. There we go.
Alright, so that is the looper, clean, with nothing. And if we engage the pedal, it's going to be on the tweed. I'm probably screaming into that mic. And we're not. I don't know if we're going to change. We're not changing the mic, are we? The placement. Here's the pedal.
Well, you could run through mic placements once, just to show that there's a difference, maybe.
But I got to get to something overdriven, right? So I'm going to bring the drive up. So that's the tweed. And here's the mic on classic. You gotta listen to the loop.
Oh, because it's like...
Wiki. Alright. We're back. I don't know if we ever left.
Pat's
my button pushing skills. So this is center. You can hear the change. And then back to off axis. That's still on clean. So we're going to switch it to high. So those are the three settings on tweed. Then we'll go to British. We're back to California. I switched through pretty quickly. So, because you couldn't hear, I was sort of flying solo. I went through them all, and then I went through them all with the various gain stages, I think. That's not a true story. I can't even see. What does that say? What is the third one? It's so bad.
I think the third one's like a high gain.
You're going to have to edit so much anyway.
I'm not having it. Hot. Third one's hot.
So I didn't do hot.
Oh, do hot quick.
Here we go, hot.
So, turn looper back on.
Back to tweed. Hot. Brit. I'm yelling. Did I erase your loop? So that was it. I was screaming, wasn't I? I'm sorry.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if nothing else in this episode of PJ and the Beard, we have confirmed that Pat is not the Ditto or the Looper Master. Who's the Looper Master from Anderton's? Danish Pete. Danish Pete is like the loop.
I'm not Danish Pete.
Yeah, he's the Loop Master.
I have a Ditto XL that you'll be seeing on Reverb soon.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I heard it a little bit when we were playing with it earlier, and my take on it was kind of like the clean sound that I got. I didn't really mind. Like the clean sound, especially put a little bit of reverb on it.
Yeah.
I didn't really mind. I thought, that might not be bad. If we were just needing to like lay down a clean tone or whatever. I felt like whether you ran the overdrive pedal into it or you went for the gain on the pedal, that's where it starts to sound and feel like a solid state amp to me.
Yeah, I'm with that. I do like. I mean, I don't know what the scenario would be that I would use that tube amp modeler for overdrive. Right. I don't know that I would. I didn't dislike when you used it with the pedal board, like when you took the clean, and then you added the reverb and you added the delay and you added the drive. Was it as warm as a tube amp in the room? Probably not, but better than what we just ran through. And again, that wasn't a lot of tweaking and EQing.
I almost wonder if you could take, like, because I have, like, the Hughes and Kettner Rotosphere. Sure. Mm-hmm. I wonder if you could take the amps mic'd, right? Then run, because it's a stereo, the Rotosphere stereo. Could you run out of side B into that and run that direct and then set up a stereo signal where you'd have, like, the tube amp and the modeler and get the back and forth? Then there wouldn't be another live amp on stage to do. Because I would love to do the stereo rig. I think it would sound great. Mm-hmm. But I just know, like, even with you, that might be pushing. Like, you want to put a what? Yeah,
well, we're going to have 4 amps on stage. Because if you go stereo, I'm going stereo.
Yeah. So that, that, I wondered about that. Yeah, I think there's people that will argue that or whatever. The idea that solid state has a different feel than tube. Mm-hmm. I mean, this has been a long-standing argument, but I certainly feel like the way it reacts. Mm-hmm. And we could do a whole episode on this, I think. Why don't we want to go this route, even though some of the stuff like the Helix and the Kempers are really great? Because it does react different. The amp is part of your instrument, and what's coming off of the amp is hitting your pickups, hitting your strings. There's a reaction there they play. Maybe you don't think that we're the caliber of players that need that. Maybe we're not, but I certainly like it. And so,
but once you've had it, like once you've had sprinkles on ice cream, you want sprinkles on ice cream all the time.
Right. Good analogy.
Yeah, okay. I had to bring it back to food somehow.
So we'll get back to the normal stuff shortly, and so we'd love to have you hang out. Hit like if you like the video. Hit subscribe. Hang out with us. And with that, I think, and I don't know what you're going to...
I'm not sure either. This is PJ on behalf of the Beard, reminding you that you never have too much gear. And I don't even know what to do. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to go back to... Roxanne! You don't have to put on the red light! Roxanne! Hello? In there? I don't know.
The question is, when did I cut the...
Yeah, I don't know.
When did it go dark? And
yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure.
It went dark. I don't think we have...
It's dark now. Are these VR glasses?
I don't think we have anything for people that stick around for the...
Will these help with eye wrinkles? Because I am getting older. Ah, and nice. These are VRs. Ooh, I just saw a stage with no amps on it. Very scary.